Take a seat.
Cup from Kat, thank you. Who's going to try to translate? English.
Okay. สวัสดีครับ Good afternoon. I am Wasapong Kyaotong from Faculty of Political Science. Today I am very pleased and honored to represent Freedom Zone and Open Youth to welcome Her Excellency Christy Kennedy, U.S. Ambassador to the Royal Kingdom of Thailand.
Wow.
Yes.
สุดค่ะทุกคน Thank you.
It's very nice to meet you. Yeah. So now the ambassador is here with me and my other friend. So before we start the interview, which is going to be available on Freedom Zone channel on YouTube, let me first ask my friend to introduce themselves. Okay.
Hi, good afternoon again. My name is Paramet Siri Pakpian, or you could call me Aaron. You can call me Aaron. I'm a postgraduate student at the Faculty of Political Science.
And my name is Thanawut Phakdiya, or you can call me Max. I'm studying in Liberal Arts, Faculty of Liberal Arts.
Good afternoon. I'm Pashrin Bupa, or you can call me Ering. I'm the third-year student from Faculty of Liberal Arts.
Wow, you speak beautiful English, all of you. I'm so impressed.
Yes, thank you. So I have heard this is your second visit to Banrachani. How do you feel?
I feel great. I love being here. Ubon Ratchathani was the first university I visited in Thailand. So I feel like this, so coming back a second time, I feel like this is home. It's great to be here.
Yes, be so happy. Yes. So like I said, we follow your news and follow your Twitter, Facebook, and your
Instagram.
Yes, your Instagram. Yeah. So we noticed one thing: you have energetic and a good health. So do you have a secret? Can you tell me?
First, I love what I do. I love living here. I love my job. I love the people I work with. So that gives me a lot of energy. You know, you love what you do. You're happy every day. But I also exercise a lot.
Yeah.
I go for a run or swim. I also eat pretty well.
Yes, and I know you have heard about. Do you like what? Do you like Thai food, right?
I love Thai food.
Yes.
And I like different kinds in different parts of the country.
Yes.
So one time, Monday, I was in Chiang Mai. So of course I ate khao soi. Of course, in Chiang Mai. Here, of course, I always love gai yang.
Gai yang. Yes.
Wonderful khao niao, of course, and som tom, which isn't really a hanisan, but sort of.
Okay.
Pet meat noi. Before ก่อนดิฉันจะมาที่นี่ดิฉันคิดว่าอาหารแพะชอบมากดิฉันคิดว่าอาหารแพะไทยไม่เป็นเหมือนกับอาหารแพะ American different a little so now I always say spicy นิดหน่อย
Okay, so back to the point. According to the social media, yes. So I have a question. Yes, about what do you think about youth and social media in Thailand?
You know, I love social media because it's a great way to talk to people. Friendly, easy, and you can talk about serious issues or you can talk about what food we like. So to me, social media is a great way to connect people. It allows people to feel like you know each other, you've met each other, even if you haven't. it also allows you to raise important issues. So to me, it's just another great way of helping. And as an ambassador, I can't be here every day, but I can hear from friends in Ubon Ratchathani. You can hear from friends in Tokyo or Washington. It's nice. It's a great way to talk to people.
Yeah, and I follow Twitter too.
Thank you for doing that.
I love you posting up coffee cup in Chiang Mai. Yeah, that's very.
Although,
was
you know,
very
I
good.
got a complaint about that.
Really? Why?
One person sent me a tweet saying, how could you be enjoying coffee when there are hungry people in the world? So, well, I bought the
God.
coffee, so someone got salary from that.
That's social media.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Again, you can hear from good people and bad people.
Yeah. Yeah, and for my question, as we are sitting in a place called Freedom Zone, yeah, of course, it's a freedom here, absolutely freedom. I want to know that what is freedom means to you in your perspective?
You know, and that's a really good question.
Thank you.
No, because freedom never completely what you think it is. To me, freedom is the ability to have my own thoughts, to have my own opinions. But again, everywhere in the world, we're members of a society. So I might have thoughts, and I should be free to think them. But I also have to know that I have to be able to choose the right place and time to express them. You know, I always use the in the United States, if you right now yield fire and there's no fire, that's breaking laws. You know, so your freedom to think you might like to do that, but then you have to think, I can't put other people's lives at risk by saying false things. So I think the freedom to me is the ability to choose my own future, to think as I wish, to shape, to be a unique person, but knowing that I live in a society, I work in an office, I have neighbors, I have friends. So your freedom has to take into account other people's freedom too.
Thank you, that's great.
And you mentioned about the unique person. What do you think about the debate over the university uniform about in university level? Yeah. What do you think about that?
You know, I thought it's interesting because I talked to my friends in the United States some about uniforms. Some schools in the United States, you wear uniforms, some don't. Is it good? Is it bad? So I thought it was interesting to see the same debate here. You know, some people in the United States think it's good because you spend less time worrying about your clothes, you focus on your school. Also less pressure. You don't think, oh, I need a shirt like that too, because you're wearing the same thing. Other people say that not wearing a uniform lets you express yourself. You get to wear the colors you want. And so I think it goes both ways, but to me, seeing that debate, that's a very healthy thing. You know, it's good for people to think about, to talk about what's good and what's bad about uniforms. And interesting that in the United States, there's a similar debate. Although most universities do not have uniforms. Some, most do not.
Okay. This morning I heard about, we talk a lot about a same-sex marriage. So I just would like to know, does your government, U.S. government support the same-sex marriage, or personally, do you personally support this kind of thing?
I'll start with personally. Personally, I do.
Yes.
I think it goes to the freedom to be who you want to be. And I've always believed that I am married to a person of the opposite sex. That was my choice and my freedom. And you should have the right to choose who you wish to marry. I know that's not everyone agrees. It's a complicated global issue. The United States government now well, that's complicated because different states in the United States have the ability to agree or not. So some states in the United States support same-sex marriage, others don't. The president has now decreed that the U.S. government will give benefits. So if you're, for example, I work for the U.S. government.
Yes.
My husband is therefore entitled to certain benefits. They've now agreed that that benefit goes to same-sex marriage too. So the government is moving, but you know, the United States is changing very much on this. And it's an interesting impact of society, that as society changes, the government has followed suit. So it's really one of those changes society leads in the United States. But not everyone agrees. My best friend from university is completely opposed to same-sex marriage. So, you know, you have friends and we don't agree on that. But I think, again, it shows a lot of people have strong views.
Okay, for the last question, and I have the last question for you. According to the student and the community ASEAN in 2015, yes. So I have a question to ask you about how can Thai students prepare themselves in terms of language, because of Thai students have a weak skill of English language. Yes.
Not you. You all have superb English.
Thank you.
But again, I think not only learning English, but learning about the other ASEAN countries. You're about to be a community of very diverse nations that come from different cultures, different religions, different food, different language. So not only learning English, a good common language, but learning about each other. What makes Indonesia different? What is the economy of the Philippines? What are Singaporeans like? Because I think that will help you as well as you become a common community. Very important, very interesting.
Do you speak Philippine?
I do speak Tagalog. Maligayang pagdating interview. But most people in the Philippines speak English. A lot of their TV is in English. All their newspapers are in English. So most people speak at least some, and many people speak a great deal. So I learned some things in Tagalog, but not so many. I do speak very good Spanish, though. I lived in Ecuador, and they don't speak much English. So I'm learning. More question? Of course.
What about the study women's rights in Sudan? You are in the position behind teaching
I am.
in the government. So I just like to say that. How long is it going to be that the president of the United States is going to be women?
Well, that's always a good question because Thailand is ahead of us. But, it's who the voters pick and who voters want to choose. I think people who are older are surprised that we have an African American president, a black American president, and yet he was elected without an issue. So I think things are changing. As a female who has an important position, I think it's very important to encourage others, to encourage young women to take a chance, to try something different. When I became a diplomat, my parents were not happy because they wanted me to live at home. So they were not very happy that I picked a career where I would live across the world. But again, it's my career and my choice, and I love it. And I wouldn't trade it. The experiences I have are amazing. And now I share them with a lot of my friends who aren't overseas, my friends from university, and they're always fascinated and sort of amazed. That's what you do for a living? Oh my gosh. So I think be an example for other women who might be interested in trying something different? I hope.
Okay, this interview make me know more about you. So I think that's all the time we have, unfortunately. So
Well, first, where did you learn your English?
Okay, you first.
For me, I start before in high school, right? But it doesn't that important to me much because in last time Thai was like just one important language for me in high school. But when I came here, like my world is going wider. Yeah, and I start to seriously study English and I do activity to improve my English as like running English camp and cooperate with another volunteer all around the world, which is for you to use English, and then you become like more and more study. Yeah.
For me, in high school I study math and science program. So I start study English here in the first year at the first year in the university level. Yeah, and I also run the English camp that is helped me a lot to improve my English.
I'm so impressed. You're so confident when you speak English. Both of you. Kumpan, what about you?
okay, for me, I always learn by myself. First time I want to know the meaning of the song. The song that I was listening is like Pink Floyd, Guns N' Roses, like that. Yeah, I'm a rocker. Yes. Then I feel I interest in English. And now I learn by myself.
You do
Yes.
great.
Actually, I was graduated from the Faculty of Liberal Arts in English and Communication program. I've been trying to practice myself English with easy ways, like watch foreign movies, listen to English songs, and when I study there, I participate the competition, speech contest, something like that. Yep.
That's fantastic. Well, let me encourage you all and anyone else not only to study English, but if you're interested in studying in the United States, you can check our Facebook at the Embassy Facebook, Education USA, for information, because of course having good English is important, but it's a great opportunity to study in the United States. So you can check our Facebook or our website. รู้ information เกี่ยวกับ Twitter ด้วยค่ะ
Thank you so much.
ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you very much สวัสดีค่ะ I have a small present.
Okay, here's a small present. Thank you.
More in several ways. I'm going to show you the means in which you beautifully got. Probably not the things that you do. My birthday today. Is that right? Yes. Because I have a yours. Not in his fire
Really?
I think you're a little more of a rocker. Rocket, am I? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good girl.